All right, so today we're going to be working the hips and the pelvis. This is your base system, your roots. Think of this as your ironwood foundation. Dense, grounded, stable. Come say hi. We're building stability, then mobility, then control. Say hi, Billy. So please, come onto your back. Feet flat on the ground. All right, go away. Feet hip width apart. Heels close enough where your fingertips can lightly touch them. Arms rest by your side. And before we move, we set the pelvis. Gently tilt your pelvis backwards. Tailbone slightly curls towards your heels. This flattens your lower back and activates your deep core stabilizers. This turns on your deep core system, transfer autonomous, and your deep core connection. So return to neutral. And neutral just means that your pelvis is balanced. No excessive tilting forward or backwards. This is our starting control. And we're going to begin in our glute bridge. So press evenly through your heels. Toes stay relaxed. Now slowly begin to lift your hips. This is hip extension driven by the glutes. As you lift, keep your ribs down so you don't overarch your lower back. Do not push through your lower back. You do not want to hurt your spinal you don't want to hurt your spine. Strong structure, not collapsing or overbending. Knees are tracking straight forward. Don't let them fall in or flare out. This ensures femur stays center in the hip socket and avoids any internal collapse. At the top, your body should form a straight line from shoulders to knees or knees to shoulders. Your glutes are active. Your hamstrings are assisting. Your core is stabilizing the pelvis. Let's hold for one breath. Now lower slowly, rolling down through your spine. Don't drop. This is eccentric control through the glutes and the hamstrings. Spine rolls down segment by segment. Let's come back up, slow and controlled. Press through your heels, lift through the hips. Control everything. Pause here. And let's lower slowly to the ground. All right, good. So we're going to move on to the next one. Come on to the hands and the knees. Wrists under shoulders. Knees under hips. Spread your fingers wide like roots. Press evenly through the hands, base of the thumb, index finger, and the pinky. Press the floor away slightly. This is activating our shoulder stability. Lightly engage your core. Ribs draw in toward the pelvis without moving the spine. Now, extend your right leg straight back. foot long, toes down. Keep your hips level. No rotation. Right hip does not open. This is training your glute activation without spinal compensation. Now, extend your left arm forward, thumb points up, reach through both directions. Heel back, fingertips forward. This is creating a cross-body stability through our core and our hips. This is our trunk under control. Our ironwood structure that's resisting collapse. Let's hold here, check your alignment. No twisting, no arching, no shifting, and slowly return. And slowly switch sides, left leg back, right arm forward, same mechanics. Hold steady and return. And then I want you to do that 2 to 3 times on each side. Move slow and controlled. Now, we're gonna move into our 90-90 hip rotation. So, sit down into a 90-90 position. Front leg bent at 90 degrees. Knee pointing out, shin towards pelvis. Bat leg is bent at 90 degrees. Internal rotation. So your hands come behind you. Sit tall. This is very important because if your spine collapses, then your hips are going to stop working and your back is going to have to compensate for that. So now rotate side to side. Move from hips and knees, not the feet. As you move, the front hip loads external rotation through glutes and deep rotators. The back hip loads internal rotation through abductors and hip capsules. This is direct hip articulation. Think of this as the root system shifting through soil. Controlled movement, inside structure. Don't rush this. The goal is about controlled rotation inside the hip sockets, not momentum. We're not trying to get to the other side as fast as possible. So let's come into our next position. Come to standing. We're going to move into our Skandasana. So stand wide, toes slightly turned out, and we're going to shift our weights into our right side. Arms come out or to the chest. And as you descend, the right hip goes into deep hip flexion and internal rotation. Right glute controls this lowering phase. Your left inner thigh, abductors are starting to lengthening. Right heel stays grounded. You come as low as your mobility allows. Your right knee is tracking over the toes. This protects the knee joints by keeping the femur and tibia in line. Chest stays upright as much as possible. So the load stays in the hips. Sit as low as possible without losing control. Now we're back in center and we're gonna descend into our left side. Do not collapse forward. Send your hips back and down. Same mechanics. Heel grounded. Knee tracking. Chest lifted. Move side to side. Slow descent and controlled descent. And I want you to do this as much as you can, as much as your body allows, slow and controlled. So, let's come to stillness. Sitting down or sitting. Let's take a breath. Notice your hips, your back, your whole body. This is your whole system working together. Stability to glutes to core, mobility from the hip joints, control through slow and intentional movements. Roots, they're stability. Flow is mobility. And the Aether is the space between that control and breath. And this is how you build hips that actually function in real life. And remember, you're both the forest and the sky. We'll see you next time.